Welcome back to Hatoful Boyfriend. Right, we left off here where we're going down to find a doctor and hopefully, find out what this is all about, what's going on. And, we found out a lot last time, or, in all of the last episodes, pretty much. This route, so many twists and turns. But, I think we're getting very close to the actual complete truth. And I am excited. I really am. I really like that we got more about Nakeki last time. But, yeah, we have Angel with us, which is also awesome. Let's see how it goes. Let's hope no one else dies, because I had enough of birds or humans die. All right, let's go, as Ryouta is saying. Very impressive. This is a lot fancier than I expected. I never knew this huge place was underneath the school. This facility has been used for research to kill humans since the school was founded. Fire. None of us ever knew. We lived our carefree lives with all this going on beneath our feet. I don't see anybody. I wonder if it's closed now. Yeah, it's clean and orderly, but I don't get the feeling that it's still in use. I guess not much dust comes in here. I don't know. There was a fire somewhere down here 5 years ago, and since then the whole facility has been shut down. Facility's been shut up. Alright. Not shut down, but nope, up. I suppose they froze whatever project they were working on. Probably for the best. For all of humanity. Hey, Angel. Which way do you think we should go to find a doctor? That would be... my crimson breast murmurs. The Midnight Hunter approaches. The Midnight Hunter? Who's that? Do we know? Oh, the Scarecrow. That makes sense. To call it Midnight Hunter. Damn. I feel like that's a too cool of a name. God, I can't say that sounds right. The name is too cool for the Scarecrow. Oh, and it slashed us. Couldn't you have said so earlier? Oh dear. If we don't get past him, we can't go on. We cannot reach Wallenstein without first defeating his dark servant. This trial cannot be avoided. But all we've ever managed to do is run away from this thing. How can we... But can we defeat it? I mean, we are 3 birds. I feel like maybe we could. We defeated a huge tree stump that was demonic. With just 2, 1 bird and 1 human, so maybe. We can't get anywhere just by running away. Do you have any sort of weapon? A weapon? I do have the stun gun Mr. Leone lent me. Will it even work on a scarecrow? Good question. Maybe not at a normal output. But it looks like a living creature, so I doubt it would be completely unaffected. Yeah, I think so too. I think there's some kind of soul in there. It's talking and stuff. Why else would it? The Midnight Hunter is a hound bred from the Black Void. You must purify it with holy water. But do we have holy water? Oh yes, that's a good idea. What? What did he even say? There's a fire hose on the wall there. Oh, well that's convenient. If we time it right. Yeah, that could work. Mr. Nanaki wobbles towards the wall and pulls out the hose. Of course! Let's help. Ready? He points the hose to the scarecrow and opens the valve. Angel, sir, get back! I set the stun gun to maximum and hurl it at the scarecrow. Did that work? I didn't hear. Oh, there's the electric shock. I was just saying. Oh, it's silent. Uh-oh. It collapses with an unpleasant noise. Man, the door noise. I still find that, like, not the right sound effect for it, like, dragging its arm or falling over. Like, oh well, oh well. Its electrified metal arm twitches for a moment, but then it is still. We did it! Electricity is a powerful thing indeed. Man, finally. I still wonder what is that scarecrow. The thunderous voice of doom. Judgment has come. Yeah. Goodbye, Mr. Scarecrow. Onwards. Oh. Oh, we're back at Sakia. Disgraceful. What am I doing here? The bell is not allowed hesitation. No. I have not even the right to claim that restriction anymore. Yuya. No. Foolish. No. Not at all. I'm a fool. I've been pampered my entire life, while in my shadow he crawled along under the weight of a crime of which only he knew. I have been nothing but vain and selfish. Oh, he's struggling. What should I do, Yuya? Hoko-san? What? Where did you come from?
Cuckoo! It is Sakia! Sakia is here!
Leave. No one wants you to come here.
Cool! Everyone is leaving! It is a grand, daring escape!
But where? Like how? Where are you escaping to?
Cuckoo! Sakia will find Ryouta with Oko-san! Away we go!
Shut up! Don't talk to me. Cool? Sakia weeps. Oh. No. I do not. It's raining.
Cuckoo! Is Sakia in pain? That is bad. You must do something about it. Cuckoo! Coo! Oko-san used healing touch.
Confound you. Must I repeat?
Cuckoo! Oko-san knows. Oko-san heard that Yuya has gone somewhere far, far away. You will never see him again.
So, they told you.
Cool. Do not worry. If we cannot meet him, we need only chase after him.
Do you have any idea what you're saying? Death is not a good place to chase someone to. No doubt the older breeds have no concept of death. Chase Yuya into the grave. What kind of fool would...
Cool! Oko-san knows. The earth is a ball. So if we run far enough, we will find him.
Oh. Is that new music? Oh. What foolishness. Speaking with mongrels makes my head hurt. Except, you're a mongrel too. Oh, Sakia. Poor mongrels who do not notice even their own error, that is.
Cool! Cool! Oko-san is not a mongrel! Cool! Sakia and Yuya and Oko-san all have their own wonderful names. Names more important than any breed.
Oh, that's right, tell him. Is that your argument? That isn't even... But it is. Oh. You are yourself. Never let anyone tie you down. Yuya's memory. Yeah. I am... myself.
Cuckoo! It is time to go. Oko-san and friend are late.
Yes, and friend.
Cool! Kick a reason to the curb. Time to blast out of this prison and find Yuya.
Oko is always bringing with useless energy as he was. Am I the same, perhaps? You'll never see him again, no matter how far we run. But if he were here now, what would he do? I'll probably go down there into the basement by himself. What would he want me to do? Do it, but with friends. That's my guess. At any rate, moping around here won't get us anywhere. 2 more hours. I will chase after him. I will never find him. But I will find myself.
Yes.
Let us go, Oko. There's nothing more for us here.
Cool, cool! Sakuya is best when he acts cool. After Ryouta, full speed ahead!
They're kinda cute pairing. Ooh. Technical equipment. Yeah, this looks very much like a laboratory. The demon spores are thick in the air. I smell the stench of the sorcerer. I feel a little nervous relying on Angel's bizarre intuition alone, but it's worked so far and we're in a hurry. Is he actually following the doctor by his scent? I mean, Angel might, yeah. He probably can. Or was that just an Angelism? There's some very advanced equipment in here. And these documents look fairly new. Maybe this place is still in use. Well, by the doctor. There's a register of names left open on one desk. Maybe it's a student register. Look, your name's here too, Angel. The Dark Grimoire. I feel the tendrils of imminent tragedy. What? No. No imminent tragedy, Angel. No imminent tragedy. We don't want that. We had enough tragedy already. They have notes on some of the students too, under Higure. He acts as a neurotransmitter when excited. He seems to produce intoxicating or hallucinogenic pheromones. Physical exertion acts as a stimulant. Huh. Yeah, I think they said something about that before. It's interesting. The pheromone causes others to temporarily lose control of themselves, but its usefulness is limited, not currently applicable to combat. Oh, so the doctor was like taking notes of if Angel could be used against the humans. But they thought like, nope, that won't work. Which is good for Angel, definitely. I shall not allow the sorcerer to make me his pawn. I am the Crimson Angel of Udeka, destined to wander this earth alone. I'll accept if I ever here. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but he sounds and looks unexpectedly heroic. It's not that unexpectedly. Angel is a very heroic bird. Well, he would say the exact opposite, probably. I think he sees himself more as like a villain. Since in his past life, he kind of was one. Looks like all the students who were invited here have some sort of physical idiosyncrasy. Idiosyncrasy, okay. How did you enroll, Kavara? How? Were they all scouted? Invited too. I don't know why. This is just a bunch of numbers. Okay, this Ryouta is probably the most interesting. Like, maybe every one of the birds is like this special talent in a way. Huh. I wonder if it's the explanation for something like Higure's. No! The black miasma of inevitable doom draws near. No, no inevitable doom. We are approaching the gate of the abyss. I feel its foul wind. Uh-oh. Let's go. The doctor's waiting for us. This might turn out poorly. Could you wait a minute, Kavara? What is it, sir? Almost done. We need to... I want to ask you something first, Kavara. You lied. Did you not? Huh? Lead? Lead? Oh, lied. Oh, God. I wrote it in German because I was like, what? My brain sometimes doesn't compute. Lied? Me? I don't know why you would lie. I don't know why you would lie about that. Or maybe you forgot. I think he did. Even though it was just yesterday. Yeah. Exactly. Our teacher would know. Because he was like the last person to see fire before anything happened to her. And she was searching for Ryouta. Yesterday? After school? Like I said to Sakya, I don't know anything about it. We have to ask the doctor. I see. Let's go on then. What is it about? Why don't we remember? Mr. Nanaki follows Angel down towards the innermost room. I've been trying to find the truth about Fire's death since this morning. Was it Ryouta? I mean, we know for pretty much a fact now that it was not the doctor and it was not Yuya. Someone else killed Fire. Why would I lie? Why would you? Because you don't remember? I guess that's what Kazuaki thinks. Maybe Mr. Nanaki misunderstood something, but that seems too simple. For this case, yes. In contrast to the rooms above, this area is dark and filthy. Yeah. Oh. God, and this is where Nageki used to go to? So creepy. This must be where the fire was 5 years ago. I feel like I can smell the soot just by looking at the walls here. One can see like the burn marks on the walls. On the lockers and stuff, like everywhere. Nageki threw himself into the sea of fire here to end the experiments. Oh boy. I wonder what I would have done in his place. Would I have ended it all? Like him? Or...
You're late, Mr. Kavara.
Uh-oh, the doctor.
I have grown tired of waiting.
There he is. Big Bird. The Dark Sorcerer Wolfstein. Doctor. It wasn't just fire. You killed the headmaster as well. If it weren't for you, the boy who went outside wouldn't have been... Why are you doing this?
Must I repeat myself? I told you before, I merely disassembled Miss Art after the fact. I did not kill her.
Do you think I care?
It would appear that you need some assistance. I told you before, but you should already have everything you need to answer your question. Who killed Artfire?
It was Ryouta, wasn't it? But how did it happen? How did he lose his memory? Like... what? Do not listen to the Dark Sorcerer's word. Textorius Melodia Funnus. He will lay a spell on you. Or is it like the doctor's power? I don't know.
Perhaps the peanut gallery could keep its thoughts to itself.
Whoa! Where did that come from? Are we in jail? An iron grill drops behind me like an evil wizard's portcullis. I'm cut off! Oh dear, we appear to be shut in. No! The dark spell! What are you doing?
Nothing at all. I simply have no business with them. I was waiting for you, Mr. Kavara. Now, let us return to our conversation. Our conversation about the truth you seek.
You have done unbelievable cruel things, Doctor. You're involved in a medical center here too. Nothing you can say to me will change my mind.
How pugnacious of you. But you're lacking in logic. What I may or may not have done has little to do with the truth of my words. I was employed at this facility from the beginning. No doubt you have already deduced that I was working on Operation Hatoful.
Operation Hatoful. The plan to wipe out humanity with Charon virus.
Precisely. Oh, it doesn't make me so happy when students read ahead and come prepared for the lecture.
Oh, it does make me.
You're exemplary.
I'm sorry.
You're exemplary. The strain we isolated from the original host was extremely powerful. Quite possibly the deadliest in human history. However, strains of such lethality tend to be fragile themselves. Charon virus was no exception. It cannot last very long outside of a host's body. In order to deliver it to the enemy, you would have had to send live carriers into their society and allow it to spread via airborne infection.
Yeah.
This proved troublesome. Charon virus, in addition to being harmless to birds, is ill-equipped to establish itself in our bodies. Fujishiro Nageki, the original host, had a rare genetic condition, which resulted in a slightly compromised immune system. In his body alone was Charon able to safely reside. Alas, he refused to cooperate.
You forced him to kill human prisoners. If it weren't for your experiments, he never would have killed himself.
Indeed. It had not occurred to us that the tests of the strain's effect would harm his mental health. We expected that he would be glad of a chance to avenge himself on humanity, but
he is very kind, and he was too good.
Sadly, it was not so, and we lost our sample. The project was put on indefinite hold with his death. But thankfully, we did not lose his corpse in its entirety. I preserved his remains and have kept them to this day. I've been waiting for a new carrier to arrive.
Can Ryouta carry it? It would make sense if, like, the doctor was interested in us because of that fact. Maybe, like, if we... Oh my god, that would make sense. Ryouta doesn't have a good immune system. Maybe he was the same as Nageki then. He could carry that virus. And maybe that's what killed Fire. Like... Oh. Oh, that would suck. Maybe the doctor, like, implanted the virus in Ryouta. And the next time Ryouta and Fire met, like, maybe that was in the infirmary. Maybe Ryouta was there. He probably was. Then... Oh my god. Sounds like this was a very labor-intensive project. Wasn't there a better way?
Quite right. I digress a little, but there was a reason for our methods. It did not take me long to come up with a better plan. We need only compromise the subject's immune system, creating compatibility like Fushishiro Nageki's.
Compromise the immune system? They die!
Indeed. Even if the subject were able to become a carrier for the Charon virus, if they died to some other infection, it would all be for naught.
Oh no.
Which is why I was very careful with who I chose. I worked on the subject over time, slowly weakening his immune system.
It is Ryouta. He did go to the infirmary a lot. We knew that from the start. No.
I suppose I should count myself lucky that I achieved my goal in only a year. You are an exemplary student, Mr. Kavara. I give you full marks.
Full marks? My head hurts. Almost as if some strange creature is wriggling about deep inside my brain. Are you okay, Ryouta? Mr. Nanaki's... Oh... It's fire. Mr. Nanaki said you were coming here, so I want to make sure you were alright. Fire came to the infirmary. To see me?
You have come this far. I'm sure you can answer this. What was it that you forgot?
Everything is hazy. I think my stomach is acting up again. I drink the medicine Dr. Iwamine gives me and lie down, but my body still feels heavy. I'm tired. Are you okay, Ryouta? Yeah, I'm fine now. Mr. Nanaki said you were coming here, so I want to make sure you were alright. Fire's reaching towards me. Wanna go home? I'll walk you. Hand stops. Fire falls to her knees, clutching her chest. Ryouta! I can't breathe! Oh. She can't breathe. That's bad. My mother said to get home early. Everything feels strange. Almost like it's a dream. I need to go home. Goodbye, Fire. See you tomorrow. And he just left? She fell down before my eyes. And then...
The experiment was a resounding success. Miss R displayed the archetypal symptoms of a human infected with Charon virus and passed away. Once the virus is inside a human body, it shuts down the respiratory system in a matter of minutes. Technically speaking, it causes an overreaction of the immune system, which leads to widespread apoptosis in the lungs. But more simply, any human who comes into contact with you will die. You see? You're lying! Fire and I were together since we were children. Of course. I only administered the live virus to you yesterday. All the things I've done to you over the past year have been in preparation for it. Do you recognize this? Scarecrow's head? The Scarecrow's head? Yes, alas, the body is now useless, but... I shall tell you about Labor 9, the being you call the Scarecrow. It is one of the Labor model new humans, developed by Dove Party researchers, but announced as unethical. We birds have advanced quickly, but our physical capabilities are still far behind those of the human race. These new creatures were livestock, if you will,
to compensate for that. The labor series was a great step towards the beautiful ideal of coexistence with humans. With a human's head mounted inside an artificial body, they were durable and capable of difficult tasks. Oh, so there is a human in that. At least a human head. Of course, they never entered development, the project having been shut down early due to ethical complaints. However, I carried on the Dove Party researchers' will and created this prototype to be my sidekick. We didn't want too many other people snooping around and disrupting your investigation, so I had to patrol the building. And now, the next question. What is inside this bag? Is it fire? But, like, the scarecrow was walking around even when her body was still in, like... Like, wasn't our teacher watching the whole time? A human's head? No. Close, but you have to be more specific. I believe we had Miss Art's head sent to your classroom, but... Did you notice anything missing? Missing? When I found her in the box, I was too shocked to be looking for clues, and we didn't even see it. I may well have missed something. The brain, maybe? Wait. He doesn't mean... Fire's brain? Gosh. Correct. You do catch on quickly. Miss Art did come to meet you quite frequently. Of course, having been placed in Labor 9, she has lost much of her personality. Oh, but she was still going after Ryouta because it's her friend. Then she's alive? But her body is gone. What's left is her brain. Can we still call that alive? Alive or not alive? I don't know. This is a difficult question. We tend to think of there being a definite... Oh, that is a difficult question. We tend to think of there being a definite border between life and death. But really it's quite vague. Her personality still remained in this world up until a few minutes ago. Yeah, when we killed it. But... you gave poor Labor 9 quite a shock, shall we say. Alas, Miss Art's brain is no doubt irreversibly damaged. The wonders of modern medicine can do nothing for her now, but sigh and shake their heads. Yesterday her body, and today her mind. You are a far more twisted villain than I could ever hope to be, Mr. Kavara. He's not. I killed Fire? Yeah, but because of the doctor. He implanted a damn virus. It was not your fault. It was my fault all along? No, don't think that. Don't let him get to you. Why did it have to happen this way? This was all arranged for you. I had Labor 9, Mr. Sakazaki, and the headmaster help you along in your investigation. You're but one step from the end now. You must remember one more thing. What was it that you and Miss Art told me long ago? Huh? Come, follow me. He holds out his wing. What lies beyond here? Fire is gone. The one who killed her was here from the beginning. I have nothing more to lose. No, that's not true. You could become like a real weapon for him. If you let him, don't. He'll use you like a tool. Don't. You're obedient, Mr. Kavara. No. Wait! The extorious melody of funness. The demon spores are the thickest that way. You will not be able to return. That's right. The doctor is probably going to do something unspeakably horrible to you, Kavara. Come back!
Thank you for bringing Mr. Cavaro this far, you two. And now, goodbye.
No, 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 no. Oh dear. This looks bad. What is that? Do you suppose that's poison gas? This presence! Mystic Phantom! The avatar of Miasma! You do take everything in stride, don't you, Higure? So both of them are just gonna die? No! I said I don't want any more death. Two humans lie in a twisted pile. They are Fire's parents. We're gonna know what happened to them? She said they work as mediators between birds and humans. They were trying to say something to the humans barricade on the other side of the wall. But I received only bullets as a reply. No. The death of her parents became a signal. The birds surrounding the little house crossed the wall as one. I can hear gunfire from inside. I can hear humans and birds screaming. We could do nothing but stand outside and watch. And then the stranger came and spoke to us. Is there anything you desire? I will grant any wish for you. So tell me. Wait, we're talking about a wish now? I answered. I don't want these things to happen anymore. My wish is for a world where humans and birds no longer fight. Even if I die, I want there to be peace. Is that like Ryota's thoughts back then? But like, then don't go with the doctor! That won't get peace in any way. You could still lose stuff. You could lose yourself. You could use your teacher. Angel. Everyone in the school. And countless humans. And Fire continued. I agree. I would do anything to make Ryota's wish come true. Stranger nodded. It might not be possible right now, but one day I will make it happen. Ugh. What's that screen at the top? Like a drill coming for a human head? That's not good. Also not like nerve signal or something in like brain area. Experiment. More pressure. No. That doesn't sound good. Is it like how to remove the brain? Because like the arrow is going for. Okay, I should stop looking at that. When we were children, that's right. That was you.
That was the other thing you had forgotten.
Oh. It was the doctor? Oh no.
You have remembered, I see.
8 years ago. A number of humans barricaded themselves in a building not far from where we lived. Fire's parents were shot by the other humans, and many birds and humans were killed in the ensuing gunfight. And I met the doctor. I asked for a world in which humans and birds no longer fight.
You and Miss Art both said you would be glad to die to bring it about.
Oh.
And so I am carrying out your wish, just as you had stated it.
No, that's not how we thought of this.
Even symbiotic relationships are not free from strife. In order to end the wars between humans and birds forever, one race
would have to be completely destroyed, you see. Why did you choose me back then? Choose you? Why did I ask you what your wish was, you mean? I assure you, it was not a coincidence. I'm not so bored as to wander around granting wishes willy-nilly. I, too, have made a promise. Promise? I'm still thinking of like that thing when we started all this. When we tried to like... There was something about a promise. Is it about this? To grant your wish. The preliminary test yesterday was a resounding success. We need only transfer the original Lyosomes from Fushishiro Nageki to you, and everything will be in place. I have granted your wish. Though, I did make you jump through a few hoops so you would remember your wish and understand my intentions. It would be the least you could do to at least acknowledge all I have done for you, I don't care about anything now. Oh, Ryouta, please don't. Fire is gone. My wish has destroyed everything. Nothing good has ever happened. If this is what my life is to be like, I wish I had never been born. I don't want to see anything anymore. Do not be anxious. You have no will to resist, so soon you will forget it all. Good night, Mr. Kawara. This is bad. Sakia, Oko-san, please. You must save us. And them. Oh, my crimson breast senses dying. Talking will just make it worse, Igure. It seems to be leaking quite slowly. Glad you have a little more time, but it is getting hard to breathe. Wallenstein! You coward! Come out and fight!
Cool!
Yes, Oko-san! Oh, savior!
Cool! Cool!
Hold on just a little longer. We'll get you out of there. I will try to open the cage. Oko, you see the gas?
Cuckoo! Oko-san shall not fail!
Ah, oh, much better. Yes, they succeeded! Yes! Oh my god, I'm glad. No one can say you slack off as a student president, Shirogane. Certainly not. No, now that, like, Oko-san has gotten him out of his slump. The crimson breast shall not forget this. Are you two alone? Where did Kawara go?
Cuckoo? Were you separated? Did Ryouta wander off and get lost?
No, he didn't. He got carried off by the doctor. Carried off?
Cuckoo! Oh no! No doubt the doctor's making him drink nasty protein supplements as we speak.
That's not it. If you do not act soon, the funeral song shall herald the coming of the darkness. Why can you never speak in plain Japanese, miserable poltroon? He's saying something else now. He's like, okay, I can't say mongrel anymore. Since I am a mongrel, I have to think of a new word. He's saying that the doctor is planning to turn Kawara into a biological weapon. What? Then explain while we walk. Assuming I don't run out of breath. Very well, let us proceed. Man, our teacher has been so awake for this. I'm glad. Would have been so bad if he just slept on in the job to today. Kawara, are you alive? Oh boy. He's all red. Like, look at his eye. Oh. Damn it. he's alive, but he's not himself anymore. I hope... Can we get him out of this state? Maybe Sakia can. Sakia has grown a little closer to Ryouta, and he has gone through quite a bit himself. Maybe they can, like, talk about it? I don't know. Talk no jutsu, would it work?
Cool! Okosan has a bad feeling about this. Ryouta is not normal.
Certainly not. Miserable medical man! What have you done to him?
Why, if it isn't the son of the noble Lebel family.
What is one of your prestige doing here? Your pathetic chaps mean nothing to me. What have you done to Kavara?
I have granted his wish. That is all. It is almost 10. Demon forces are gathered above. Mr. Kavara must now return to the surface to begin the end of the human race.
Oh, that was part of the plan. Makes sense. That's why the doctor was doing it like this. Now, like, so many humans are gathered outside. You can get them all in one swoop. Kavara would not wish for such a thing. He would never harm a human. Right, Kavara?
It seems he is hesitant to agree with you.
Bah! He has been swallowed by the demon spores. Our voices will not reach him.
It is time for us to go. There is but little time left in this world, and cannot afford to waste any of it.
He has but little time. What does this mean? His immune system is probably, like, really weak now.
His duty now is to fly about the world, spreading the seeds of throughout all of humanity. It will be a feat impossible for any normal rock dwarf. Of course, he will be shot at as well. If he were to fall from his wounds, he would die before completing his task. Cool! Do not fear! Okosan will stop Ryouta here and now!
What is he doing?
Cool!
There he goes.
Mr. Kavara has traded his free will for normally impossible physical tenacity.
He's been brainwashed. Yes. You have to stop him and bring him back to his senses before he reaches the surface. But Oko is stronger than any of us, and he was sent flying just like that. How can we keep him here? Kavara is very strong, but lacks control right now, right? Maybe we could ask Hikure. Yes! That's a perfect idea! Use your power! Well, him? He's nuts. Ha 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 ha! Black Bear Donna! There he goes again, spotting nonsense. Wait, Kavara, stop! Ah! Oh dear, there goes Shirogane. The demon red eye speaks! Seal the disaster with the power of the chosen one! Yeah, there was an exclamation mark. He's reacting. How is that frail Luzon able to affect him? What is he doing? Hypnotizing him. According to the documents back there, Higuro has the ability to pull others into his own fantasies and break down their mental restraints. I was talking to the doctor about it earlier too. I think it's real. Yeah, and Ryouta was affected by it before too. Like, perfect. It was all building up to it. It's so awesome. Mental restraints. Like how a desperate man can be stronger than usual. The demon red eye heralds the awakening. By the power of the blood-stained hand, I seal the funeral song.
Cool! Oko-san attack! Oko-san cannot possibly lose in a fight with Ryouta.
There you go. Perfect. We're supposed to convince Ryouta to stop while ourselves being drawn into some bizarre fantasy. This is madness. Don't think about the consequences, Shirogane. Just go along with it. Prepare yourself! We fight! Buffer and bound with the Red Lotus feathers! Ryouta Textoris Melodia Funes appears. I love this! Angel's turn. Man, all of us are gonna fight! Pure wings awaken. Black Dion be silent. Pure wings awaken. Textoris Melodia Funes. Now it's time to break Wallenstein's spell. Hear the call of the Red Lotus. San's turn. Coo! Cuckoo! I'd say it's
Cool! Cool! A villain Ryouta is not a good Ryouta. Come to your senses.
Kazuaki's turn. Listen to us. We're trying our best for you, Kawara. Come back. Sakia's turn. Listen to me. Pull yourself together. Listen to me. Do you not care? Do you plan to destroy all we've gained? Stop, Kawara. This is not a path you must travel. I'm using the background too. This is beautiful. Question mark's turn? Who's that? Ghost?
Jeez, Ryouta, you're causing everybody trouble.
It's fire. It's her soul, isn't it? It must be. I don't want to see you like this either. I'm the only Berserker class character the story needs. It is. It is. Wake up already, Ryouta. Ryouta was defeated. Kawara, pull yourself together. Do you want this? No. I don't.
Cool, cool! Ryouta is a vegetarian and shouldn't exert himself.
I don't want to make anyone sad. The Remeter reactivated?
Fascinating. It shouldn't have been possible for some hours yet.
Disease is half in the mind, after all. Outlook is surprisingly important. That's true. That's why I always try to think positive thoughts when I'm sick. Just like, yes, I'll get better soon. Then maybe I will.
I suppose this means my data was insufficient.
This is the end, Dark Sorcerer Wallenstein. Be judged by the Crimson Breast. Wait, Angel! It's not just his fault. Why do you protect him? He's the one who did this to you. Tell me, Doctor, why did you go so far to grant my wish?
Why did I grant your wish? My reason is nothing of note. It is not worth telling. This was merely an experiment that has now come to an end.
You must have had a reason. You want the sword to go around talking to children without some purpose. I want to know the answer to everything.
The answer is nowhere near as glamorous as you're expecting, I assure you.
We're getting the backstory for it? Are we?
Hey, good morning, Isa.
sorry to spring this on you, but could you take a look at these?
What is it, sir? You seem excited.
It's amazing. The healers we got earlier.
Healers? Ah, the healer cells from last month.
Yeah, them. From the unusually old human.
Eating science even after death? Can't we at least call the samples by the proper name?
Ah, you've always been serious like that, Isa. These samples are like sweet lovebirds. Touch them with kindness and they respond beautifully.
Just how many lovebirds do you have again? Perhaps you should call them pet birds instead.
Maybe you're right. Anyway, look at this. We've been looking into cancer cell immortality.
Indeed, these results are amazing. You're quite lucky with these things.
It's all about love.
Or intuition?
Not too.
Is it a doctor? Must be, right?
Ryouta. What? He's quite possibly the most gifted researcher alive.
Huh?
So it's not the doctor that was talking just now. Ryouta. Was it his dad? He has abilities and intuition that not even he can explain. Good morning, Isa. Nice weather, huh? Makes me want to do something outside.
It's already evening. I believe one normally switches to good evening around now.
It's good morning whenever I get up, Isa. Get distracted by things like common sense and you'll miss the greatest discoveries of your life.
Sophistry?
Hey, good morning, Isa. Oopsie, we're low on cash. Here, was the stone?
I didn't ask you to pick it up for me.
Here, take it. It's not like we're running out.
You sound like a pushy salesman.
Your right wing is injured, right? If there's anything I can help you with, just ask.
I've been doing fine so far.
Hey, good morning, Isa. Hey, can I say something?
What is it, sir? I am somewhat busy.
You're always busy. If I waited for you to take a break, I'd die of old age before I got to say it.
Talking like this gets us nowhere.
Guess what? I had a kid! It is Ryouta, isn't it?
Huh? I see. Congratulations.
What? Don't you have anything else to say?
Not particularly. Reproduction is natural for all living creatures. Of course, if I had to become a father, I would feel bad for the child, given my habit of locking myself away in the laboratory.
The only bird who I ever recognized. The only one I ever recognized is worthy of my respect. Hey, good morning, Isa. Sorry, I was just pausing with what I was thinking. I think I'm doing the voices wrong. I brought you something cool.
What is it?
A fossil, look at it. It's huge.
You act like an excited child.
Hey, I like geology too. It tempts me with Spo's breach.
I will carry on your research while you are out then. Go on.
Dang, you cold. Hey, listen, wanna come with me on a business trip sometime? Field observation is fun. The next one's at the start of the one.
Well, I'm interested in your work, sir. I am partway through a fascinating process at the moment. Perhaps another time.
Yeah, I'll invite you next time then. I bet traveling with you would be a blast. Field observation is not exactly sightseeing. I'll make sure to open time in my schedule though. His last moments were dreadfully anticlimactic. He fell over the seas endemic to the island. By the time we returned home, he was so emaciated one could barely recognize him. He had watched as many other birds succumb to the seas, so I was sure. Sure that he would die in this examination room, surrounded by his family. Isa, I always knew this was a possibility. Yes, sir. I don't regret the way I did things. No, sir. But I just remembered. I do have one regret. Yes, sir? I've never done anything I thought I was supposed to do. I promised to take time off for the first time in years. I want you to do me a favor, Isa. If you ever run into my son, can you do something for him in my stead? A rather vague request. He's too nice. He'd never asked for something, even if he wanted it. I suspect he inherited that trait from his father. Anyway, if we ever happen to meet him, you don't have to go out of your way to find him or anything. Very well. I shall remember. What is his name? Ryouta. It is. And Isa is the doctor, isn't it? It's Kavara. Ryouta. You vanished from my life before I ever told you my feelings. And I've chased your shadow since then. Is this what they mean by quitting while you're ahead? Or was it just cowardice? No matter how I study life, its past, its future, I will never be able to surpass you. And that was my only goal. Kavara Ryouta. The son of Dr. Kavara. Carrying half his genetic material and otherwise unrelated. But this boy... He may be the only way for me to catch your shadow now. 7th class and... 8th class? Wow. When your father died, my world was altered. Yeah, but we have to stop here. This has been going on for way longer than any of the others, like the other episodes, and but it got so good. I couldn't find any stopping point. Also, I didn't want to stop either. But yeah, maybe just like between the two classes, 7 and 8, is a good time, and we'll see where this takes us. We definitely know so much more now. This was epic as hell. And thank you for watching so far. And yeah, going through the game with me. It's so much fun. Yeah, have a great day. Stay awesome. Bye.